opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the whole game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes, he's got a man, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Single.
From midfield, here's Manning. Underneath for Johnson. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 44-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now a play fake. Manning. Caught right side. Gresham. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this will be taken at the 13. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ripped off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger. All right, he's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick 6s Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
Go study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. They find some open field here. Still shedding tackles.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Double tight, double tight. That's it.
Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. Rolling to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. That's it. Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now another one thrown incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Double tight, double tight. Come on, let's go. 190.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go. Ohio, Ohio.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Flex round, flex round. Let's go. Flex round, flex round.
Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of ground because there's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Manning will try again on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Manning. And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington.
Get it right. Be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Let's go. What? 90.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Peterson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check. Bunch. You got to get the point. Get on the point right here. Let's go, baby.
On 1st down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Left coming. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to run. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. first down throw, Watson. Going long for Coates. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Come on, let's go!
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Underneath for Miller. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson. Buying time. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him. Which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Tight end right. Zebra.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
A first update now from Cleveland. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Manning now on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check 84. Single. I got a single in the slot. Zebra. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Manning to throw on second down. This one complete to Gresham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Throwing on first down is Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Manning now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here.
Flex round. Here we go. Red 38.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. Hey, check.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Let's go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now it's Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Here we go, Monday.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On second down, Bradford again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Alert, alert. 4 down, check. 4 down. 1 down. Red 80. Watch out.
On third down, Bradford. Screenplay, Johnson. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Second down, Bradford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Set hot. Blue 30. 4 down. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
1 down. 180. Here we go. 5-5. 180. Check. Look.
Here's Bradford. This is caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I got him. Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch 84! Watch 84! He's going! Single! Single!
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down! Turbo. 5, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the upright. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end left, tight end left. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Come on, let's go. Red 38. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. What? 90.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
I got him. On me. Flex round. Hey, alert 3.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Red zone opportunity.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
A little golf drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. Rolling to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ohio. 5 down. Stand up in. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
Check hot route. Hot. Flex round.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Monday.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Get there. Oh, yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Watch tight end. Easy. Alert. Alert. We got to stand up over there.
They go to Johnson again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Run. Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
55's mine, guys. 55.
And the tight end goes in motion left. The first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 180. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here we go. 180. Alert. Here we go. Monday. 3 down. Alert. Rush in.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off to let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bradford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's the play, that pick by Matthew, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think it's one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball.